This is Ian from Easy Genie, and every week this year, I hope to have a new video on something relating to Chinese genealogy. And this is part of my New Year's resolution. So I'm going to start with surnames, and this might be of interest to anybody living outside of Taiwan or China or Southeast Asia who has roots somewhere in that part of the world. This list consists of the top surnames in China, and there's actually kind of a traditional list of the 100 surnames that all families are supposed to have. It's actually much larger than that because not everybody is Han Chinese. There are many people such as Tibetans, Mongolians, people from Western China such as Uyghurs or Hui, and they may have different naming conventions. But amongst many Han Chinese, these are very common surnames. You may even recognize them, like Li or Wang or Zhang or Liu. And interestingly, on this list, they break it up into Mandarin pronunciation, which is used traditionally in North China, Central China, many other parts of China. But they also have spelling for other parts of China. For instance, Cantonese areas, which is around Hong Kong and Guangzhou, they have different spelling. So you might see something like, I don't even know how to pronounce this in English, Chung. And that the equivalent of that one in Mandarin is Zhang. So it's actually the same surname, but they spell it differently based on historical reasons. So if your ancestors, for instance, come from a Chinatown area, maybe 100 years ago in San Francisco or Boston or New York, they may very likely have a Cantonese surname because that's what they spoke when they came over here, and that's how it was spelt. But more recently, many immigrants, they are from other parts of China and they're Mandarin speakers, and they have the spellings that are used here, which I think is also the standard spellings in Chinese passports. Taiwan uses its own system of romanization. So, for instance, Zhang might be spelt Chang, or it's pronounced the same, but when we use our American English to pronounce it, we often say Chang. Same thing with Wang. And many people here, they'll say Wang, but actually, traditionally, it's pronounced Wang. One other thing to understand about Chinese surnames is they all have meanings. For instance, Wang means king, literally means king, and also it appears in many other words in Chinese. So, for instance, Wang Chu is crown prince, Wang Fa, the law, the land, the law. So it's a very interesting to see how surnames, they have real meanings in the Chinese language, and also they can be used in other types of words as well.